few people have asked, how do we stay fit on the boat? And apart from swimming into shore when we can and getting on the paddle boards and the kayak, I like to do some Pilates, and I do it on the bow here, just with the mat, and it's a good core workout, holding yourself upright. But we also do it on the beach where we can. And so this video is a 35-minute routine that if you're into Pilates and you'd like to have a routine that you can easily do either on the boat or on the beach, then please follow along. If Pilates is not your thing, maybe this video isn't for you, but for those that are interested, please follow along, save the video so you can watch it over and have something to follow along to until you get the routine stuck in your head like I do. I hope you enjoy. Well, hello, welcome to Whitehaven Beach. What a spectacular place to do some Pilates. Before we kick off, there's just three things I want to say. The first is it's all about form. So it doesn't matter how fast you go, it doesn't matter how high you get, it's all about form. So if you concentrate on getting that right and getting the pose right, then that's where the magic happens. Two is I start with a roll down and I finish with a roll down, and that's important to keep in because it centers your mind and it gets you into the zone and makes you forget everything else that was going on before this. So don't skip that. And if you don't want to do a roll down, that's okay. There's a stack of other things you can do. But for me, I like the consciousness of putting yourself in place and getting that done. So try and start with something like that. And then the third thing is this will go for about 45 minutes. Each of the reps is around 8. So if you can't do all of that, that's okay. Just do what you can and then eventually build up to what you can do. And if you don't want to do 45 minutes, well, just do 10. It's better to have been doing something than nothing at all. So I hope you enjoy this and it gives you a little bit of exercise in amongst all of the stuff we're trying to do while we're out here floating about. Enjoy. Okay, we'll start with a roll down and get in the mood. So nice and straight, shoulders back. Head comes down, roll one vertebra at a time, very slowly rolling down until you get your hands down towards the ground. If you can touch the ground, that's great. If you can't, that's all right. Give yourself a nice stretch through that lower back. And then you're going to slowly roll back up, vertebra by vertebra, ever so slowly, one piece at a time. Last thing to come up is your head. Arms go up overhead. Reach right up. Hands back down to your sides. And we're going to roll down again. Head down. Slowly roll. Inch by inch. All the way down until your hands are close to the ground. If you need to bend your knees to touch the ground, that's okay. From here, we're going to shake our head no, and then yes. Take hold of your elbows and do a slow twist to the left and right. And you should feel that all through your lower back and down through your hips. Let's do it a couple of times on each side. Bring yourself to center. And then slowly roll all the way back up, one vertebra at a time, ever so slowly. Last thing to come up is your head, arms overhead, reach up, and then bring your hands back down to your side. We're going to roll down again, but this time we're going to stay down and then walk out. So roll back down, same deal, nice and slow. And once your hands get to the ground, I want you to inchworm out until you get yourself into a plank. Once at plank, make sure your back's straight, you don't have your bum in the air. We're going to do some toe taps and some leg lifts. So starting with the leg lift, it's lift your leg up and back down, same on the other side, and then you do a creepy crawler up to your knee, to your elbow, and same on the other side, And then come down onto your elbows, staying in plank. And you're going to do a rainbow, one hip down to each side, and then a side toe tap. From there, push yourself back up, and you go again. To leg lift, into creepy, down to your elbows. I did it back to front before, but that's okay. I'll do side toe tap now. And then rainbows. And then up you come. And if you can do 3 or 4, that's great. If not, just work up to it. If you need to stop, come down to your knees and do a child's pose. Just turn my head around and squat back into your hips. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, finish off and do your last 4 if you would so choose. Into leg lift, into creepy, side tap, rainbow. Gets your heart racing. Okay, from here, come onto our backs. Do a nice slow curl down, holding onto your core as you go down, and get yourself nice and flat. Oh. Okay. So from here, bring your feet up into tabletop, ideally 1 foot at a time. So what you want is your back to be completely flat. Couldn't put your hand underneath yourself, and you keep it like that and keep your core on. And then from here, you want to lean over one side, so lean over your left side, and then you're going to hold on to your hands like this, and you're going to put out the opposite leg. So one side, opposite leg out like that, and then back in and back in. So we'll do 8 of those on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then swap to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and you should be holding your core on. That's 8. Feet down for a rest. Now we're going to do the bird dog. So get your back nice and flat on the ground again, toes up. It's important to actually point your toes because it helps you hold a form, and it also is better for the actual pose in the leg. So toes pointed, feet up, arms straight up and as well. Yep. And you can do opposite leg to opposite hand. So leg goes down, arm goes down on opposite. Here you go. And we do alternate that. And we do 8 on each side. So we're at 2, 3. And the core should be on the whole time. Okay, feet back up all the way. And hands are beside you on the ground. You can use them for a bit of leverage, but you're just gonna do bum lifts. So you're using your core to actually push yourself up. And just get as high as you can. And breathe out on the up. I'm going to roll up to a seated position. And we're going to do some side pulls. So if you want to have your feet on the ground, you can do that. Otherwise, curl back into a C and then lift your knees up. And you're going to reach across yourself for 8 on each side. So either feet down or feet up. Toes pointed and really grab like you're trying to pull something across you. 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. Little rest. And then we do the kayak. So same thing, but just as we kayaked across from the boat, you kayak here on the beach. So either feet on the ground or feet up, and you're going to be like you're on a kayak. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Very good. Now this one, I'm sorry about the view, but it's actually very good for you. So lie sideways. Knees together and your arm down underneath you to sort of prop yourself up. And you're going to have your toes together or your ankles together and you're lifting your knee up. But as you're doing it, you're holding your core in and you should be feeling that it's your core pulling the leg open. You don't want to swing back, you just want to hold nice form here. So we'll do 8 of those. Okay, now you lift your feet up and you're going to do, your hand goes up and you're going to bring your feet in like a frog but pull this hand down behind you. So we'll do 8 of those. So out and then in. And all of that should be through your core, your feet and everything is pulling through here. Call that 4. Okay, and then that leg stays bent. That one goes out behind you, nice and straight behind you. Reach and then pull in to, you've got this knee up nice and high, like this. Can you get it there? Yeah, good. So, 8 of those. 1. And you should, again, be feeling it right through here, as well as the stretch. I'm calling that 5. I've lost track. 8. Okay. Very good. And then we do the other side. So here, and you 8 of these little clamshells. Okay, and then up to the frog. I'll go behind you. So out there and in. So you're kind of sitting on a little bit side of your bottom. Call it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this one, knee, and then pull. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay, we're just gonna turn around onto our knees into a 4-point kneel. Just start with a cat-cow. So curl your trunk up to a big arch. You should feel that through your lower back and also through your shoulder blades. And then once you've held that for a second, then slowly come down into neutral and then up into a curve the other way, head up. And you should feel your hips open a little bit. We'll do another one of those. Nice and slow. Nice big arch. Feel it through the back of your shoulder blades. Right down through your lower back into your hips. And then down through neutral. And a nice little arch. Excellent. Okay, come back into neutral so you've got your core on. And then I just want you to sort of make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to do a lift just off the ground with your knees. So you're just doing a hover. So you can either do it, on your toes or down the other way. And we're just going to hover there for a count of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Take a breath. And then back up again for another 8. 4, 6, 7, and 8. Back down. Okay, now we're going to take, start with your right leg, and you're going to put it out behind you, straight out, and I want you just to bring it down and touch, ever so slightly touch the ground, and then bring it back up to hip height. And just do 8 of those, nice and slow, and it should be coming from your core. You should be feeling it through the deep belly rather than using your leg. Don't arch your back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I want you to bend your knee so that it's straight up like that, and try and keep it horizontal, like in line with your hips. Don't go sort of higher than that, but we're then going to push it up like a donkey kick, so it's straight from the hip that you're coming up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can bring that down. We'll do the same on the other side. So straight out, keep it level with your hips, down to the ground and up. making sure it's coming from your core. 8, and then into that bent leg, which should stay level with your hips the whole time. Don't let it come down lower than that, and you're just pushing up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it can come down, and now we're going to do the thread the needle. So arms under, hands underneath shoulders. We'll start facing the trees. Take your hand up, twist up, get it nice and high, directly in line with your shoulders if you can, and then bring it down and thread through the other side, bringing your head down to the ground. And you should feel a twist a little bit in your hips, but if you've kept your core on, you'll feel an even better twist. And we'll bring that one back up, all the way up, and back down, thread the needle. And underneath. And then back up, and we'll just do 4 on this side, and then we'll swap to the other side. That's 4. So up we go. Up. Thread the needle. Just remembering to keep that core on. It's 3. And 4. Ready to sumo? Bring it up. Okay. So feet about hip distance. And you come into a squat to here. Hands then go behind your ears. And you're going to twist alternate sides down to as far as you can go. If you can touch your thigh, that's great. And you do 8 on each side. So we'll start counting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then high knees. And just because they're fun to do, back to sumo. Try and keep your spine nice and straight as well. Don't lean forward into it. So down you go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Fun doesn't end there. More squats. So feet hip distance, and you're just going to squat down as far as you can go, but when you come up, squeeze your bum cheeks. So down and squeeze. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And now lunge. So it's a forward and a back, a bit hard on the sand, on the same leg. So we'll do that for 8. 1, 2, 3, hold the core in. 4, 5, 1. Other side. Ready? Oh. Hold the core and it'll give you balance. That should be burning. Alright, we just take a slight breath. It's a bit hard on the sand, but it's better. Makes you work harder. So you take a step back on this side. Without losing balance on the sand. Take a step back, and then you come up and break the block of wood that you've got, and then you back down. So we do 8 of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the other side. Don't forget to hold your core. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we do some little fast ones, because if your heart rate wasn't already up, this will do it. So it's just like a running man. Foot goes back. 1, 2, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready?
Yeah.
Side planks. You want it. So come down. It's probably best to do a roll down to this. So come to the back of your mat. And then just do a nice roll down. All the way through, one vertebra at a time. Hands to the towel, and then inchworm your way out to a plank. For this, you want your feet slightly wider than usual, because you need to be able to get your grip and your balance. And then move. We're going to twist. We'll twist towards the trees to start with. So put your right hand down, but ever so slightly towards the middle of the mat.
I'm listening to...
Oh, okay. Because you're going to turn up, and you need to be able to have your strength. If you're too far out, you won't be able to hold the balance. And we do side plank this side, and then we do side plank this side, and if it's in you, you do a push up in the middle, and then you go again. And if it's not in you, then you can do it from kneeling. You can just as easily do side from here, and then do a push up. And there's no shame in that. It's more important to do it than to give in. Ready? Knees up, into plank, side plank.
one side, side plank the other, push up. That's 2. 4. 5. 5. Last one. I've come back into child's pose because it's really good for releasing your lower hips. It also takes the pressure off your shoulders, especially if you're pushing hard with your hands out front. You'll feel the stretch through your shoulders. Okay, we'll just do 8 because I've done all the other ones. I might start with boy ones and I'll move to the girl ones because it's not in my shoulders to do that. So 8, please. Up. Into child's. One more. I'm on girl ones this time. Yeah. And I'm counting you this time. And I shouldn't call them girl ones at all, they're just off the knees. A bit sandy. Okay. Put this back on. Alright. From here, from your plank, you're going to do pigeon pose, which is that hip stretch that we do. So you're in here and you bring one knee up and then lay the other foot flat behind you, the toes down flat, stay up nice and high. You'll feel that stretch through here. When you've had enough of that stretch, when you feel like it's starting to ease a little bit, and if it's in you, then you can start to come down onto your forearms and then head down if it's there. But keep the core in because it's really easy to let your belly just flop out at this point. And you want a nice long stretch here because your hips have worked hard today. Okay, bring it up. Nice big stretch through the shoulders. And what I like to do is curl the toes back under so you've got a bit of purchase. Take that foot and take it all the way up. Give it a nice stretch above you. And then bring it down and swap it over for your other leg. Into pigeon. Nice and tall, get a stretch through the hip. Toes down flat on the beach, not curled up because it'll avoid a cramp. And then when you're ready, bring it down to forearms. If you have it, if it's enough and strong enough standing up, then stay up. Yep. So I said it's better to do it with good form than to push it and try and compete. It's about getting the right stretch. Okay, up to that when you've had that stretch. So curl the toes back under, get some purchase. That foot goes up high. Bring it down, and then we're going to do a bit of a down dog. So just push back into your heels. Bottom stays high. Head down. You should feel the stretch across your shoulder blades. And then we're going to walk the dog, which is just pushing one leg down at a time. So one foot will have your toes up, one foot will have your heel towards the ground. And you alternate that. And you're looking for a bit of a calf stretch out of that. And then I want you to walk your hands back towards your feet so that you're now over your feet, and we're going to do a slow roll up. Back up the top, vertebra by vertebra, piece by piece. Last thing to come up is your head, hands over the top, nice big stretch. Bring it back down. We'll curl down one more time. Nice and slow, one piece at a time, all the way to the bottom, as far as your body will allow you. And curl back up. One at a time. Last thing to come up is your head, hands to the top. Put your palms together and bring them down towards your head. Put them on your forehead. And thank yourself for taking the time to do this today. Bring them to your lips. Kindness of speech, kindness of your tone. Think about how you affect others with your speech. That's not for you, that's for me. And into your heart space, kindness of heart. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Life is precious. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck. I think it's time for a swim.